everyone. My name is Jordan Spencer. I'm here to talk about my evaluation on the book called Toys Go Out. It's by Emily Jenkins and it's illustrated by Paul Zelinsky. I chose this book because I read it during my annotated bibliography and I found that I really loved it. I thought it was super imaginative and creative, and it's basically about three toys named Lumpy, Stingray, and Plastic, and all the different adventures they go through as toys. And they are personified as if they are living toys that no one knows they're alive, which reminded me a lot of the movie Toy Story, which I remembered as a kid and loved. So that's another reason why I really love this book. The setting takes place in several different places, but it starts in the backpack on the way to school, and you'll see right away they are super concerned about being in this backpack. And that's another thing that's great about this story is they're always really concerned about different things, and they find out that they're really not that bad. Um, so like I was saying, the setting takes place in the backpack at the beginning, and it starts off saying, the backpack is dark and smells like a wet bathing suit. So you can already see they're not feeling it, and they're so worried about where they're going and why they're in this backpack. And then the setting also changes to the little girl's room where a lot of things happen, and then also there's smaller scenes such as like at the beach and in the washing machine, which was a big deal. The plot is obviously not realistic because they are toys, but the toys do act in a very realistic manner as if they were just humans interacting. And what I mean by that is the way they talk to each other and the way they feel is very human-like. The way the plot is set up, the characters make you feel like it could be real. And especially as a child, I think that's important because it helps their imagination and it really just interests them. The idea that toys could be alive and could be thinking and feeling and relate to you. So I love that quality of this book. And then the characters are all very unique, but the good thing about this is that they all remain the same. They stay who they are. Of course, they learn lessons along the way through the different adventures they have, but they pretty much stay the same throughout the story. The style is very vivid. The author decided to create the details in a way where the children that read this can really imagine and picture what the toys are going through and what they're doing and where they are. But it's not too complex to where the young readers might get lost in all the details, which is another great quality. And they also show a lot of emotion that I feel was very appropriate for young readers because it's like emotions that they can relate to. So I'll read you one portion, which is my favorite part of the whole book, and it's where Lumpy has hidden from the little girl because he's afraid to be washed. So after waking up, he hears her crying, and it says, then Lumpy hears a sad sound. He has heard it before, but not often. The little girl is crying. He's not here, she wails. I need him. Lumpy peeks through the legs of the rocking horse so he can see the girl's face. Her cheeks are wet. Lumpy, Lumpy! The girl throws herself on the bed, buries her face in a pillow, and weeps. She misses me, Lumpy realizes. She thinks I'm gone forever. And I love that part. It goes on to tell you that he, eventually comes out of hiding and makes it seem as if he was lost the whole time. And she finds him and feels much better. And that kind of helps Lumpy realize, like, the washing machine isn't that big of a deal if it's going to make her sad. And little parts like that teach the children such a bigger lesson. And that's what I really, really like about this story because there's so many different ones throughout the book. And it's not just one major theme, but the overall theme is about friendship. And two of the most important things to kids, especially young kids, are toys and friends. So I think that this theme is extremely relatable to young readers, but it's also very great for older readers too because we enjoy it as well. And it's really fun if you have kids that you can read to. I especially enjoyed it. My daughter's a little too young to read it to, but I would recommend reading it, and I would probably read it to her as she gets older. Um, but that about sums up this book. So like I said, I really enjoyed it, and I hope that if you read it, that you do too.